After their success at Wagram, the French are now chasing down Archduke Charles, and they have now met him at Znaim, and they are ready to battle it out once again to decide the fate of Central Europe. Will France be victorious, or will Austria be able to pull back a victory and regain some honor after Wagram? We are here with more NTW3 today, guys, and this is going to be a glorious one. I hope you got your Bonaparte hat on, because we are going to be watching from the French perspective here today. This is a French cavalry unit just dashing through here. Look at this. We've got chasseurs dashing through, looking for an opportunity maybe to go after some artillery or something. I'm not sure. But yes, we're doing the Battle of Znaim again. This is a... we did a very good historic battle in this one. Well, I didn't do it personally myself, but the subs that sent it in did, and they did a really good job. It was a really close one, so I'm surprised for doing this one again, but maybe they thought, you know, 9.3, some new units, some new cores, maybe give it a go. I'm not really sure. But yeah, you can see the chasseurs here. They're coming in looking maybe for a general kill, I think, or maybe the artillery. But yeah, it is not going to pay off. It looks like they're already wavering, going in, and yeah, that is unfortunately failed. But yeah, early action there for the French. And yeah, unfortunately it failed. Yeah, they were trying to go after this general here. So this might be Archduke Charles himself, I don't know. And they also got the artillery here set up. But they had plenty of, looks like we've got like hussars here waiting. They were ready to go. Ready to get in there and slash up some Frenchies if they needed to. We've got a bit of a line battle already taking place as well over here. Got Francois Joseph.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
It is line infantry here. Pushing forward. We've got some Voltigeurs as well coming up to support. But yes, I mean, I guess they've decided maybe to do it again, because we do have 3 French armies, 1 Bavarian corps as well here supporting, against 4 Austrians. So maybe they thought maybe the introduction of the Bavarians, maybe they thought it'd be a bit more fair. Bavarians here led by Le Bavre or something like that. I doubt that's how you pronounce it, but that's how it's being done. I do apologize to all the Frenchies, and I guess the Bavarians as well, because he led you guys. But yeah. They have bringing a lot of line infantry, a lot of non-squarables as well, which is a bit of a worry. These guys just not able to square. So I mean, that kind of vet, that's going to make it interesting, that's for sure. The Austrians, as we all know, their infantry is already kind of interesting. Look at that, we can go beneath the world. If you didn't already know, the world is made up of water below the crust. You have just water. But yes, the Austrian infantry is kind of, you know, it's... well, it's crap. We'll just put it like that. It's crap. And then there's some that's just better crap, to be honest. The Austrian infantry, yeah, is not great. It kind of relies on just mass amount of guns and reserves. That's for sure. And, yeah, no, so yeah, that's all there is to it, really. Unfortunately, the Grenadiers are pretty good, but again, I remember them getting someone saying they got a bit of a nerf, the Austrian Grenadiers, at some point. So, because they used to be a little bit too strong. So that's a bit of a shame, but there you go. And the Austrians over here look like they're going to be facing off against... I think we have 3 Massena corps as well. Which I know Massena was there at the battle, but they did have other commanders as well there. Can't remember. Znaim's not exactly my... one of the battles I can remember off the top of my head. I often forget about it. But we do have other Germans here as well. Look at this. We've got Baden troops here, chasseurs, Fusiliers of the Guard of Hesse. Guard of Hesse? Yeah, loads of guardsmen from Hesse. In fact, looks like there's a lot of Germans actually being brought. I don't know if that's part of the rules. Maybe they bring a lot of German troops. There are a lot of German troops being brought. And a fair amount of non-squarables for the French as well, actually. So you know what? There's a good chance that a lot of cavalry could have a lot of joy today. And yeah, the Voltigeurs being scared off over here. Bit of a shame to see. The Austrians being aggressive on this flank here. I mean, there's dragoons lying away. There's actually carabineers as well in this forest here. And we've got dragoons, a Baden here as well. And Chevaliers. Yeah, there's some nasty things waiting in that forest. The Austrians need to be careful. But yes, if you're enjoying NTW3 and enjoying the glorious line battles, the cavalry charges, the change battles, and some epic cannon bombardments as well. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment show your support. If you're a big enjoyer of NTW3 and everything Napoleonic, this is the place to be. We do loads of like NTW3 streams, battles, scenarios. It's just definitely a great community that you want to be a part of and get involved in. So yeah, as well, if you want to join the Discord, the link's down below. It's a really, we're nearly 1,000 members, and we've got loads of people that are playing NTW3 and always looking for games. So definitely worth joining. We've got chasseurs here. They're just flanking on around. I guess maybe, you know, trying to see what options they have available to them. You can see the Austrians here. They're doing something that's a bit more similar from, say, like from like Attila or from Rome too. They've got like defending a bridge crossing here, but they have got a Grenadier unit here. We've got a Hungarian Grenadier, nonetheless. So hopefully these guys can prove themselves to be worthy of being in the Austrian army as Hungarians. That is like the problem with the Austrian army, is that it was like so multi-diverse. It was like had Austrians, it had Croats, it had Germans, it had Hungarians, it had all sorts. So they all spoke different languages. It's like communication was always an issue, I think, in their army. We've got some, I think it's a 3-pounders here. You gonna fire, boys? So I was only hanging around here. No, seems not. They're not interested. Lots of troops actually being shifted, it seems, over this direction back towards, I mean, this is actually Znaim here, where we're looking. This town here that you're looking at, this is where the battle will culminate. Hopefully, anyway. If the French do well, that is where the Austrians should end up, defending Znaim. I'm hearing a cavalry charge. Oh, it's in the forest. We have Bavarians going in. They're going to try and take out all these Grenadiers that have run in. We've got Chevaliers here going in, and it looks like they have managed to get them unawares. I don't know if it's going to be a great charge, to be honest, because, well, charging in a forest, cavalry's slow to start with. It seems like they are going to scare off these dragoons here, or the Chevaliers, sorry. Yeah, didn't really inflict too much damage, and you can see the Austrians now bringing up their own cavalry, their own hussars here. I remember the Austrian hussars in the last time we did Znaim being a really, really big problem for the French. Hopefully they are again. If you want to do want to go and check out the earlier version of Znaim as well, because I probably will keep referring to it. I will leave. There will be like a tag or something will come up, or I'll put it be in the at the end of the video. You can go and check out the. I'll put a card there, and you can go and check it out. It's a really, really close one. It's probably one of the closest NTW3 battles we've done in a long while, I personally think. So I was surprised when they said they'd redone it. We've got 12-pounders here from Baden coming up. I mean, it looks like since the French are retreating here, if the Austrians push forward, they're now going to have to deal with the Bavarians coming across. I'm going to duel over this. Looks like this is a river. I believe this is supposed to be a river here. And you can see here, yeah, the Austrians turning. I think they're inviting the Bavarians to come across. I just would stand on that side. Just wait. Well, you could assault down here. This seems to be a bit more undefended. I mean, there's probably troops here, yes. But maybe an assault for this building here, maybe. So they're gonna hang on to the edge of the riverbed. That's what they're gonna do. It's not a bad idea. Get the artillery up as well. If you get these 3-pounders, get them up over here, you can start pounding away on that Austrian line. But yeah, to see Massena be pushed back straight away, that was surprising. The French, I believe last time, had a lot more joy early on. We've got lots of heavy cav though moving up here now. We've got Carabiniers over here. And then we've got Dragoons of Baden. They've got lots of, not so heavy though. They've got Carabiniers loitering around. I was expecting to see maybe some cuirassiers. Haven't seen any just yet. If there are any. Carabiniers, or lots of Carabiniers in today's battle, it seems. That's going to be the French go-to heavy cav. Oh, cuirassiers back there. Okay. There you go. Some cuirassiers. The famous-looking cavalry. La Grosse Charrue. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how it's being pronounced by me now. They are gross, though, to be fair, the Frenchies. Yes, they should score. They should scare the Austrians a little bit, I'd imagine. Even if they are like, people say, oh, heavy cav, cuirassiers are ineffective. It doesn't matter. They're still that goddamn scary. It's still heavy cav. People still get scared by them. Here we go. The French are getting some volleys off now. We're having our first That's a real line battle. And here you go, the Austrians. Looks like they're going to have to try and form up, entertain this. Carabiniers here, they're an elite light infantry unit. You can see they're all dressed like guardsmen, old guard, but they are actually just light infantry. Grenadiers, the line here, the best looking infantry in the game by far, in my opinion. They look beautiful. Form up, Grenadiers. Give them a volley. Oh, we're seeing a charge now. Look at this. The French pushing forward some line infantry. We're going to see a charge here from the Chevaliers. They're going in just for a little Jaeger unit. I mean, they'll kill it, but it's not exactly a big victory if they do take this out. I guess maybe the idea is just to break through. I mean, there's Austrian cav you can see here waiting to deal with them, but also they're going in. They might take out this Austrian unit here as well. Their morale's kind of dicey though, this Bavarian cav, and the Austrians are moments away. Yeah, there you go. They broke just in time. The Austrian cav was not needed. And we're seeing another Austrian unit come up. It's like a I don't know, Archduke Charles unit. It's like another line infantry. This looks like the in vanilla they have like a unit very similar. It's called like Archduke Charles line infantry or something like that. I can't remember, but it looks very much like that. Oh my gosh, lots of Austrians pushing forward now. These are Grenadiers here. Lots more line infantry being pushed forward. Yeah, and another cavalry fight taking place over here. And this side now, we've got Chasseurs Cheval here. Going for a charge, nearly breaking these Grenadiers. I mean, there's a lot of French and Bavarian cav massing on that flank out there. Hopefully the Austrians have some of their own. But yeah, the Austrians getting really in the face of the French here. This is like point blank range, sort of like line fighting. And the French, they're not having it. They're like, nah, we're getting out of it. I'm surprised because I think they'd have better accuracy. Oh, we're seeing a bayonet charge now. We've got Grenadiers going in. The French going to counter. I mean, these are Grenadiers, so they've probably got a good chance. But the French also do pretty well in combat. But it looks like they're losing. Yeah, the Grenadiers, you know what? They're getting some early victories there for the Austrians. Hungarian Grenadiers have formed a square, bizarrely. They put a volley into these Grenadiers. They'll kill a lot right now. And we've got the Bavarians now shifting over to come support Massena here. This is slightly worrying. Chasseurs, they look like they're going to push forward and deal with these Grenadiers, or at least try to. But here we go. It's becoming chaos here as the Grenadiers charge into line infantry. Looks like Chasseurs breaking. That is not a good sign. And the line infantry will be shortly following. All line infantry going in. The Grenadiers, they are causing a lot of problems here for the French. I mean, French morale is tanking a lot of it. It's got more Chevaliers going in of Hesse. They look like they're going to break. Got Grenadiers going in here, charging. They've got these line infantry that can't put them square anyway. So they're vulnerable. Oh yeah, mass routes here by the French. Look at this. And we're seeing cavalry coming over now. We've got more dragoons coming over from Baden. Like that, they've broken through as well. The Grenadiers having an absolute field day here early on, and a bit of a flank going on here. Yeah, look at this. Massena has been just absolutely routed. Wow, very impressive by the Austrians there. They've done a really good job, and the Bavarians now having to come up and take over. Barlack is cavalry, which I mean the Carabiniers is just running down. They're concerned by French routing, but they're going to have to deal with all these Grenadiers bit by bit. The Grenadiers not giving the French a moment's rest, routing more as they run for their lives. The Carabiniers might finally bring some sort of stability to this line. I don't know, the Grenadiers are still quite happy in combat with the cavalry. That's mad. Oh, they finally break them. Fair enough, well done. And there is now, we've got dragoons in behind. Looks like they're going to try and take out these hussars.
Sir, our general is under attack.
It's a risky one. General under attack. Oh, this is their general, Gabriel Molitor over here. He can't fold the square either. But He's just getting shot at, I presume, by rogue cannons. Bavarian cav is in behind, though. Look at this. Looks like he's going to get an early and easy victory on these Austrian cavalry here. Morale, yep, gone. We need to be careful. There's squares over here that are protecting the Austrian rear. Austrians were prepared, and it seems like the Bavarian cav is going to get out just about alive. Well done to them. Well done. I mean, really, I'd be hunting now for artillery over here. There's artillery and a general just loitering over here. I'd go for these guys. I mean, I just start to flank around and I go for them because I think that's what they're going to need, a general kill. Turn these Austrian morale around, because the Austrians are gunning down French and Bavarians right now. There's a lot of dead French. I mean, there's a fair amount of dead Austrians as well. It did cost them a bit, but it certainly cost the French a lot more. The French, yeah, making a retreat. I mean, retreat to this other river, this side of the river, I would, and just start to slowly chip away at the Austrians. Hopefully, in the line battle, they can do that. What we've got going in here? Grenadiers, the line going into this building here. My favorite unit. You better get some kills. It looks like they're fighting Jaegers. They should be able to take it. What have we got out here? It looks like just some basic infantry.
Men are running, sir.
Men running already. Oh, we had a cavalry charge coming over here. Looks like the French player over here is starting to realize they're going to have to do something, because the Austrians on the left-hand side over there, or France's right, being really bold, really aggressive. So France is going to have to be bold down the center. It looks like they have got the numbers to take this Austrian line on. And look, again over here, France and Austria now dueling. The French realizing they've got to be aggressive. They've got to stay out of combat with those goddamn Grenadiers, is what I've got to say. They did an absolute number on the French. Give them another volley, boys. Vive l'Empereur! Imagine, I always find it funny as well that there's drummer boys that are a thing. Like, don't worry, boys, you just keep fighting. I'm just gonna play some great tunes and just you know, some banging tunes. Oh my gosh, we've got a lot of troops from Hesse going in here trying to take out one little Grenadier unit. Honestly, I think it would have been better just to try and gun this Grenadier unit down, but hey, you do you guys. I feel like once one routs, the rest is going to keep... See, they're all getting unnerved. They just need to retreat. This is not a good idea. Not a good idea. But the morale is going down for the Grenadiers, but not quickly enough. I'm guessing that's the Grenadiers, the line taking the building. We have got cavalry moving up. But yeah, you sent all those like guardsmen in, and they did nothing. The Grenadiers here are just absolute chads. Yeah, the Austrian, they're having a fun time, to be fair. Early game anyway, and there you go, round another one. These Grenadiers, man, don't mess with them. And there you go, out of the 5 units, only 2 survived. I mean, they should all return, but still, just not the same. Just never the same. I just pound this LOC down to the ground. I don't think they need to take it. The only one they need to take is the one in Znaim. But yeah, the French did take this building, which is huge, because now it kind of makes a divider between the 2 Austrian forces here. So the French should just really should be flooding through troops here. If they had reserves, which they have this line infantry here, get this line infantry, just get pushing and just start to flank. They've got to just be really aggressive now and just flood through any reserves they have. Even this general, I'd flood it, get him through and try and just force the Austrians back. Force a bit of a bridgehead between the 2. And by them, we've got another French charge over here for the guns by the looks of it. They actually managed to take it, so Chasseurs did a good job there. We are going to see, looks like a little infantry unit go in. I mean, sure, I think the Chasseurs will be fine with taking these guys out, I'd have thought. Or maybe they're too tired. I mean, they're active, concerned by casualties sustained. Look, morale's going down for these Austrians. It's a bad idea to charge them, I feel like. The Chasseurs will take advantage of that, I thought. And that should be a victory, I'd imagine, for the French. Maybe not morale for either. Morale for both. Oh, they both broke in the end. No one wins. That's Fair enough. Yeah, I've got another charge coming in there. More chasseurs coming in. They're going to go in for the guns by the looks of it. They're going to sweep around, then go in for a charge here. In they go. And that gun, yeah, it really protected. The Austrian infantry just kind of stood by and was like, well, I guess our gun dies here. And the general, though, now, though, is the real worry. Because the chasseurs here will carry on. They're going to go for the general, whose already morale is just shooting down. And, yeah, there's no Austrian cav around. You can see the Austrian hussars look like they're mobilizing, but they're a long way away. The chasseur needs to keep going. Are they going to... Oh, they have been saved. There is Austrian cav. Literally from the side I was not paying attention from. Got Uhlans coming up here, and they've just routed that chasseur. They were... That general... He needs to personally thank those Uhlans himself. Like, they've done a great job there. They've just saved his life. Look at them, they are now. He's thanking him. He's like, thank you, sirs. My life depended on it. I thought I was done for. Back on this side here. Again, Austria making another charge here with more Grenadiers. And they're breaking so many French units. I mean, some of these have returned, I think, and then broken again. But we've got cavalry in here as well. I mean, they're charging cavalry into the back of their own men, which certainly also doesn't help the case. But yeah, I mean, these Grenadiers in combat with cavalry, they're like, yeah, don't give a damn. Several girls broken, their lines is broken. Oh, it's not looking good. These Grenadiers, they need to break. They must be either expensive as hell Grenadiers, or they just got their money's worth out of them. Finally, the Grenadiers, one of them breaks, the other one's retreating, breaks now, but... And you can see that the Bavarians are just making sure that they break for good. There's still some around. Still got plenty of Grenadiers loitering about. These are just line infantry, but they've got some Grenadiers still kicking. And to be honest, the French Grenadiers have probably done enough damage now that the Austrians can take the battle to the French on this flank here. I mean, they've just got to be careful of the center of the Austrian army doesn't crumple center and right. And it looks like the Austrians are about to lose this building here. They're sitting in a Baden line infantry just to take this building. Looks like off just, looks like what's in there is just Jaegers again. We've got a Cuirassier unit coming forward here though. And this looks like it's getting ready for a charge. They do look magnificent though, don't they? I'm just watching from their point of view. They're just watching over. It's like,
their general.
whoa, general dead. I'm busy, like, you know, just admiring the sights. And we do in fact have a Chevalier unit over here that's managed to kill this Austrian general here. So that is a massive loss there for the Austrians, who are now obviously like being super aggressive on this side, and they might not be able to. Their morale is going to be shot from the loss of general. They've got more Grenadiers here causing all sorts of problems. Of course they are. Carabineers here trying to charge off, breaking stuff if they can. French breaking here still though. Look at this. Both sides trading units now. I mean, we've got Carabineers like charging from front and back, and they still can't break through these guys. Grenadiers here just like forming square, shooting away, trying to break these, and they nearly broke that Carabineer there. But yeah, I mean, we've got dragoons here trying to rout more of these Austrians. And a general here also been killed. Who's lost their general? Also, the Allied troops on this side also lost their general. I'm not sure. Well, the French anyway have lost their troops. Their general. I don't know who it was. Maybe Karl Christensen? I don't know. It might be him. Might be Karl. But anyway, they've lost him. And the Austrians, they might win this side, you know. They might just win it. I mean, this battle in history was a French victory, I believe. So, yeah. So I mean, if the French can, could lose here, they could like see a defeat. Got a charge over on the other side over here, and this is another Austrian charge here. Going in. I mean, look at this. Assad's going in. And they actually need to get routed, but I'm surprised. You know, that French infantry did not crumple. The French infantry has been pretty poor so far today. We got another charge here. Austrians charging in. Bayonets bristling today. Grenadiers, the line pushing up. Go in, boys. You're going to be needed. You need to get into combat. I mean, the line fight over here has been brutal. I mean, this is a close line fight as well. Like, sometimes I feel like often you're fighting a much longer range. Yeah, the Austrians and the French are pretty damn close. I mean, this isn't so close, but center over here. Clearly see your enemy. Yes, it's all going wrong for the French on this side over here. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not good, put it like that. Austrians being super aggressive now, though. I mean, they can. The French lost their general, and even without their general, they seem like a problem. And there's mainly Bavarians here now. It's not French, it's Bavarians holding out here. It's not looking good at all. French, though, are pushing through here. They're pushing onto Znaim, which is the main objective. Got to remember, I mean, it can all go wrong on the other side of the battlefield, but the French are pushing through to Znaim, and they've captured a building. Oh, they put some line infantry inside the building. Fair enough. Great infantry. So they need to kill some more Austrian generals off. They really do. Cuirassiers have now moved across. I don't know where they're going for now, but I mean, they could go for this big blob of infantry over here. The French firing uphill. It's always a risky business. Look at that. I mean, if you know Star Wars, you know holding the high ground is superior in every way. You just hear more fighting going on. I'm sure it's just more Grenadiers. Yeah, more Grenadiers. They're literally they're having a field day. They just are killing everything in their path. If I was a Bavarian right now and you're hearing the screams of death in that forest, I'd be running for my life. I mean, like, if you're a Bavarian now, you're just seeing, like, hordes of Austrians coming out of the forest. I mean, they are just charging into the back of this line, trying desperately to try and, you know, influence the fight. Good charge anyway. Should break this unit. But, I mean, it'll be hard to say. I think certainly one of the French armies has lost its general as well. I mean, Carabiniers is charging in still. Being repulsed. And I mean, the Austrians breaking everything there. General being broken. So we've got another general over here being killed. And that's an Austrian general being killed off by chasseurs. So that might cause all sorts of problems here. Look at this. Rear charges now. Look at that. Smash through the Austrians. And they are gone. Well done to France. And there you go. There's a straight road into Znaim now. They can take it. And again on this side, France has been pretty aggressive. It's two entirely different battles here. Cuirassiers going in. They are getting repulsed, but they should get out of there alive. Just about. They're exhausted. They need to be rested up. Of course, the only one infantry unit they charged was one that could form square. But yeah, two very different battles going on right now. I mean, the French on this side over here, they have been defeated over here where it's by the Bavarians and the French, but on the other side by Znaim, they've been beaten back. And you can see the French lost another general. Massena himself has been killed, so that's not good either. But yeah, so it looks like the Austrians gonna have to come back around and deal with the remaining French, which are actually gonna be in Znaim. It's gonna be close, that's for sure. I mean, as we saw in the Battle of Toulouse, if you've seen that one, If you fight street to street, it doesn't matter how big your army is, you can cause all sorts of problems. Bringing Carabiniers back around. If I was the French now, just get what you can back to Znaim. Unfortunately, I think the Bavarians won't be making it, but hey, it is what it is. The guns get overwhelmed.
Our men are running, sir.
There's a little Carabinier unit out here as well, so I mean, they could, if they can keep that there alive and just threatening the rear of the Austrians, that's something, I guess. I still am surprised they haven't gone and taken out these guns and taken out this general. He's just been loitering here. He's just not been defended the entire game. I honestly thought they'd just like, all it takes now is this Carabinier just to shift around and come and get him. So I don't think the Austrians will keep their infantry nearby. They're going to be they'll be marching on Znaim. Speaking of, the final unit defending Znaim is going to be a Grenadier unit, of course. It's low on morale, though.
Our men are running.
It's not fancying a round two with these Baden and Hessian guardsmen, it seems. I think there might be a unit in this building yet, but we just can't see it yet. Yep, the Grenadiers are going to run for their lives in a minute because these chasseurs, I think, are about to rout them. And there you go. Routed just like that. Easy enough. So, yeah, whatever it is in this building is on low morale. I'm not quite sure. This just looks like some Grens or something. I'm not really sure. Don't know. The cavalry seems to be helping to rout it, though. And yeah, the British certainly aren't here. The French, sorry, retreating to the edge of Znaim right now. They're going to just fight around it. I'm surprised they don't just fight in the streets itself. There isn't exactly much artillery to bombard and get them out of it. There's a little bit of fighting going on over here. We got Austrian troops trying to take out this Baden infantry. They managed to do it. Then we got more Baden infantry here. I guess they're going to try and take this house. I'm not sure. They're just sappers, so I don't think they're... Yep. I don't think they'll be able to stop an entire infantry unit, but there you go. Building captured. There you go. Yep. Znaim is now in French hands. We've got Grenadiers the line. I don't know who they're shooting, but they need to hold their fire. And they need to prepare for the defense of Znaim. But yeah, I will make a cut here, guys, because it looks like we're just going to see a bit of downtime as the Austrians get ready and the French prepare their defenses. So I'll see you guys in a moment when the battle recommences. So we are back, and we have got some Austrian Jaegers here. They are preparing, doing a little bit of sharpshooting, you know, taking some targets, making sure they're killing all the officers and the flag bearers, as you would, as Sharp would say to do. Take out the officers and the flag bearers. They are the main targets. But yes, as you can see, the French very much set up. They got reserves, in fact. They have plenty of men, it seems, to deal with this Austrian assault. I don't know if this is all the Austrians, because we can't see, because we're looking from the French perspective. I hope you're still wearing your Bonaparte hat and still supporting the French, because even though they may have done pretty poorly on the far side, they've not done too bad here. It's actually a French artillery. How has this been left alive? Very impressive that they kept that alive. There you go. We still got cuirassiers as well. So I mean, French, they've got all. I feel like they've got most of the cards. They've got most of the cav. They've got the defenses. So they've got good choices here. I mean, they've got chasseurs back here as well, loitering around. Why they haven't taken out this general? This general is still here. And the final gun, just take him out. Surely that's their job now. Surely this is what the chasseurs are off to do. I mean, there's even Carabiniers that are nearby. Just take this man out. Kill him, and that's the final chance of Austrian hope gone, I feel. Yeah, the Austrians now have got to work a way that they're going to try and take this on. They can't assault the entire French line. But they also, I mean, look at this. The French are actually sending troops out of Znaim, and they're going to maybe just look for a flanking force, maybe? These guys aren't hidden. He's hidden. Okay, one of these units is not hidden, but the rest are hidden. They could try and flank around and try and surprise the French. A lot of these troops out here are also hidden as well, so I mean... The Austrians don't even know what they're facing. They can only see what's dead ahead of them, it seems. Oh, okay. There's a reason why the general's not been taken out. There is actually stuff defending him. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm going to presume these are all squareables. Well, I mean, this is always good. It's 2 infantry units now that they're denying joining the front line. It's always a good way to think about it. But there you go. The French line infantry now engaging with the Jaegers. The Jaegers getting a little too close. If only they had... hopefully the Austrians still have a few of their Grenadiers lying around, because they're going to need them to charge and break through these lines here. But to be fair, this battle has equally been pretty close. I mean, both sides have had victories on their side, and it's now coming down to the French taking Znaim and now having to hold it. That is the thing. Can they hold it? I think they can. I'm putting my money on them to do it. Then I also had my money on the French beating the Austrians out there on that far flank, and then I was proven wrong. Quite a lot there. Goddamn Austrian Grenadiers. They just don't know when to stop charging. Killing everything. Okay, there are Austrian troops now shifting over here, so it seems like they might have substantial enough troops to take them on. We'll go here, Grenadiers. I am searching the Austrian lines right now for any Grenadiers. And I'm seeing a lack of Grenadiers. Yeah, that's not good. I think they had some, like, after they defeated the Bavarians, but I don't know, maybe not. I mean, now they can see the sheer scale of the amount of French left, and you see the French are swinging everything wide. The sheer number of guns they have up against the Austrians here. The Austrians are certainly outgunned. I also don't know if all these French... I don't even know if all these French and Austrian troops are on the same army, if you know what I mean. Like, if they've lost a general or anything like that. But there you go, Chasseurs did manage to take out that gun. Or at least one of the guns. There's still another one here. An even bigger one. Just shelling away. They didn't get the general, which I guess is the main worry. Or the main target. Yes, it's like 3 infantry units, like, around this general here. We've got another infantry unit coming forward, but not a Grenadier unit. Not a Grenadier unit. Grenz is giving ground. Austrians generally just giving ground. They could be aggressive on this side though. They seem like they outgun the French here. This is where they could maybe be aggressive. Oh, we have Grenadiers here. Lots of Grenadiers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of them. And there's more infantry out here. I don't know if these are... Are these Grenadiers as well? Oh, there's hope yet for the Austrians. There is hope yet. This flank on this side, I think they could have a lot of joy. Here they could have a lot of... Just got to be careful of the Carabiniers. But this flank over on this side, I feel like they're going to be just retreating quite quick. Well, not quickly, but, you know, just keep retreating. We're actually seeing 12-pounders being brought to the front line. My gosh, these guys... I mean, 12-pounders can fire across most of the battlefield on a normal day. I don't think they're going to be near this close. This sort of angle isn't that great. Like, if you look from their perspective, they're going to be hitting a little mound straight off the bat. Be careful of that. We are seeing Carabiniers now coming in behind, and they look like they're looking for easy targets. They don't look like they're slowing down. They look like they're coming in for a charge. And Carabiniers out there as well. We've seen the Grenadiers move forward. I'm just looking to see who's going to make the charge first. It looks like these Carabiniers will not, because they probably know all the Grenadiers can form square. Oh, these Carabiniers also changing their minds. But here we go. The line fight starts to take place here, and the Grenadiers are going in. Morale is shot, though. Look at that. And they break so quickly. No. Please don't do this to my Grenadiers. This one's going to get in pretty healthy, though, with like good morale. If they break one, that's the thing. Morale just then drops. There is a grenadier at the line here, though, and that just put a withering volley into that Austrian grenadier there. And we've got Cav now charging in. Carabiniers harassing infantry here. We are seeing a bit of success from the grenadiers, but not as much as yet, like earlier. Like earlier in the battle, they were doing so much damage. I mean, morale is just getting shot. They're starting to break because their own men are breaking. Look at this, it's not looking good. This flank, which I thought, they would have a lot of joy on. I clearly just don't know NTW3. The Grenadiers clearly had no general left and were dead. They were done for. Howitzer, though, they just landed. I'm pretty sure that was a howitzer shot that just landed. Or maybe not a howitzer, but it was an artillery shot that just landed there. The Grenadiers, the line going in. And they're showing who's the real Grenadiers, who's the superior Grenadiers. It's the Frenchy ones now. I think this unit formed square just in time to repel the Carabiniers, but yeah, it's... I mean, if the Grenadiers can't beat them, the Lions certainly won't. There you go, that's not a good sign. That whole right flank there of the Austrians has been rolled up. Just wiped out. I mean, no general. I mean, it's the best move they could have done. Line fighting was clearly not going to work for them. Their morale was already shot. We're going to see a charge now. I mean, I'm going to see infantry charging and then the cuirassies in behind. Looks like the cuirassies are seeing how good the Carabiniers have done and thought, you know what, I want a bit of that. I want a bit of it. A glorious cavalry charge. They are fresh now. They have rejuvenated. I mean, Carabiniers are heavy cav as well, but it seems like they just don't take as long to refresh. And, I mean, I guess they're not in armor. But here we go. Cuirassiers. They're going in. Feared across Europe, these guys are. And in they go. Oh my gosh, the cavalry getting a pretty good charge, actually. The morale is kind of low, though. They did break, but they did break to take an Austrian unit with them. Since the Austrians had squarables in their formation, they've actually been forced back here with the French as well, losing a decent amount of line infantry. It's not over yet. As they say, it's not over till the fat lady sings, and she has not sung yet. Artillery's still going off. I mean, is this the 12 pounders, I think, maybe firing, trying to put rounds into these Austrians. I mean, the Austrians could be really aggressive right here now. The French morale is teetering, and they have nothing really in the center. They need to do some. They need to act soon because the French left. I mean, there's not much really. Grenadiers the line, but that's the scary Grenadiers the line plus Carabiniers. There's actually Austrian troops back here that are posing a small threat. Grenadiers, these goddamn bastards have returned. And because of that, the French having to dedicate just a few line infantry units back here to defend the rear. But yeah, Austria being really aggressive here. France not having any of it. He's getting out of there. He's like, nah, not today. Austria in general has moved forward though. Definitely in, I was going to say, definitely in range of being charged by a Carabinier. You can see the Carabiniers there looking already for the option. I'm sure he's got infantry boxed around him. This Austrian little push. See how well it goes. The Grenz is leading the charge. Oh, cavalry charge going here. The Carabiniers, I thought might go for the general, but instead they're going to go for infantry down here. They'll have great success routing him. They might get the next one as well. Yeah, nicely done. And they're going to get themselves out of there. Like I said, they really should have gone. I don't know why they haven't gone for this general yet, but He must be well defended. Maybe the French just know he's well defended. Carabiniers waiting patiently. Still healthy numbers. The French lines dueling with the Austrians. I mean, the Austrians could definitely get this gun. This 12-pounder here. They must be going for it now. This line infantry is pushing forward. It's like, yep, now is the time. I think the French are gonna. I've already seen it, and they're gonna bayonet charge and counter the Austrian bayonet charge here. And in they go. Austrians, yeah, they are going for the line. But there you go. Oh, for the gun. Sorry, they did break. They also went for a bayonet charge over here, and they got repulsed as well. This is certainly where the weakest point of the French is. Like, the morale is kind of crumbling already. They do have support from this building here. I mean, it's only got a Baden line infantry in there, but it's enough just to harass the harass the Austrians. Sorry. There's the guard coming up. Yeah, I wonder if these are all just these are all the battered units that have already seen a lot of action. I think that's just all it is. We're gonna see. Oh, canister shot there, ripping through this Austrian unit and breaking it just like that. Really well done there by the French artillery. I mean, this one has a really good line of sight. The other one's not so much. I don't know. That one's actually not too bad either. If they're aiming this direction, their guns seem to have good line of sight and stuff. It seems the French are going to shift troops across just to try and deny any further bayonet charges. They're being aggressive now on this left flank, pushing the Austrians away from Znaim. I mean, this French line should just move up. The line will advance. We're seeing Austrian artillery being wheeled forward. They've had time to wheel forward. I'm surprised no one's harassed this artillery yet, but yeah, the French cav being quite passive.
We have killed their
another general being
Now
killed.
they must-
Oh, is that general back there? I was just saying how they needed to kill this general so many times with cavalry, and they sniped him out with artillery instead. I'm gonna guess that might have been the artillery back here. This 12-pounder here. Honestly, think it might have been, because this one over here has been firing like downhill at like all these Austrians here. But this Austrian formation here is getting attacked from two flanks now. We got Massena's corps like here just flanking. Well, actually, this is Massena as well. I don't know why I said that, but there you go. Beautiful volley there, and without a general now, the Austrians are leaderless. They are probably without any chance of winning, but again, I've still not heard the fat lady sing. Your mother clearly has not sung just yet. Give him a volley. Oh, men breaking. Seems like the Grenadiers on this side did go for a charge. And kind of like last time, was kind of ineffective. Really didn't do a lot. I mean, the Carabiniers and the infantry, like, firing at the oncoming Grenadiers was enough to scare them off. French going in for a bayonet charge. Now it's their time to have the superiority in the bayonet charging area. That department. It's been the Austrians most of the day. Now the French finally get out some joy doing some bayonet charges, and it looks like that is going to be all for the Austrian left flank. It's just their right flank now over here. Well, it was really their center. Yeah, everything getting chain routed here. Just seeing their comrades all break. It looks like the French are just going to go barreling on in. They don't want this artillery to set up. It's fair enough. Austrians going to countercharge. I don't think it's going to be effective enough. And the Austrians will probably get broken there in a moment. Or maybe not. The French also looking like they might break. Oh, just about got those Austrians. It was close though for the French. Oh, they did get a volley off. And that might actually break that infantry unit. The artillery did get one volley off. Canister. And somehow the French have managed to hang on with their infantry there. They're going to take out the guns. Impressive. And the general's broken back
Our
there.
men are running, sir.
I'm going to see the Carabiniers. They're going to go for a charge. Can't form square, so they will not be going in for a charge on those boys. Yeah, I mean, it's still just a mop-up now. Everything's just chain routing, so we'll just fast forward a little bit as we wait for the final square to be broken. I think they'll just charge it. We're going to charge it with these Carabiniers. That's brave. Just charge with infantry, you probably break it. I wouldn't want to be one of these cavalrymen now. The battle's won and then you're just like being commanded to charge a square. Like, imagine that in real life. Like, you'd refuse, but the battle's won, sir. I'm not sacrificing my life. There you go. They did break the Austrians there just about. Has some Austrian troops returned? Oh, there's some down here that have returned. They'll probably be broken pretty quickly by the Fusiliers of the Guard of Hesse. Yeah, we'll just fast forward. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the battle. It's certainly been a fun one. Certainly was a close one. Certainly was, yeah. I mean, Znaim, every time it seems to have been fairly close. I mean, this is a bit more decisive than last time, if I remember. But yeah, it was still a very close one. The Austrians really had the French on the ropes for a long time. Bizarrely cannot see the end results, like kills and stuff. But I know this was sent in by Johnny Le Buffoon, who was playing as, I believe, one of the Austrian armies. Well, one of the Austrian armies, I think, this time. I can't remember. Well, he might have been playing one of the French, but it is from the French perspective. But Johnny Le Buffoon did send it in. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure whose perspective I'm seeing it from. But yeah, Carabiniers here getting 347 kills, 200 kills with the Grenadiers, the line. And we've got infantry here getting 160 kills, 126, some good kills here. For the French infantry, and that French cav as well did well. But there you go, there are all the end results if you want to look at them. But thank you very much for joining today for the battle. I hope you did enjoy. The battle is the name. Again, a French victory. And yeah, it seems to be every time we have it on the channel, it's really, really close. Hopefully we can keep that up if we ever do it for a third time. But thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.